Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another VeVe and Ecomi video, man. In this one, we're finally going to be going over the highly requested video of how I go about getting all of my drops. Now, first things first, I've been seeing a lot of hate, a lot of toxicity around some of the things that I've been saying, because the fact of the matter is people are trying to make excuse after excuse after excuse, but with no bots, with no, basically, people will not accept the fact that 10 million people will never be able to get 30,000 collectibles. And even if they boost the amount of additions, it's not going to be boosted too far, anywhere near a million, because then you're holding something worthless. So people don't want to get past that aspect, and a lot of people are not ready to digest that just yet. But I will start by saying this. I don't owe anyone anything. And the reason that I'm sharing this, because I gave you all my word that I would share it, and I stand on that as a man. And plus, I share everything. I share the source to it. Like, it's no secret that I learned part of what I do from VeVe Vault. I literally tell everybody that who asks. It's like I have nothing to hide. I don't sit here and try to be selfish with information or anything like that. I have over 400 videos in just a couple of months. Like, I clearly talk about everything. I just talk. That it is what it is. Like, if you know me, you know that's what it is. So people sit here and try to make me out to try to be some super villain or something like that, and people try to make it seem like they're superheroes or something, and they're trying to look out for the little guy, when the fact is you have not done half as much as I have done. And I know people don't like when people actually say the facts, but that's just a fact. Put in some work and actually prove that you care about this community, not just footing around the internet all day, every day. So that being said, I don't owe anyone anything. I do this because I actually genuinely care about the people who are in this community. So that's why I'm doing this. And another thing, if this strategy, people start using it and people start learning it and getting it down, and it puts me at a disadvantage sharing this with a lot of people, I'm going to find another way to get the drop, to make sure I secure the drops. Because that's just what I do. I don't sit around on the internet crying about problems. I go and solve them. That's what you do as a man. That, like, for people who don't know how to do that, for people who cry, who try to run to the staff team and stuff like that, yes, I have contact with the staff team. If I wanted to reach out to them, I could. How many times have I reached out to the staff team in 7 months? Maybe twice, and no time recently. Just saying. I don't need to run to Big Daddy's nipple or anything like that, because I need help. I am a man. I take care of myself. But anyway, I digress. Rant over. Let's jump into the video. If you're new to the channel, as always, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications so you stay updated. Sorry for the little rant. It's not always this type of energy. People just been triggering me today. Been triggering me, coming at my integrity, my morals. Like, that's not what we do. But anyway, that's over with. That being said, here's my process. Here's my process. Now, we're going to start off with how I click the button. We're going to start off with that before we actually get to what is probably the juicy part. What type of phone I use and stuff like that. So as you can see on the screen right here, I go to the drop, and here is a basic technique I have right here. So you obviously, a lot of people should know you can line up the button like this. So when you first join, some people may try to get it like this, but then you see how you have to move your hand from the bottom to the top. You don't want to do that. You want to line up your button with the arrow so you can just press straight through it. Just press straight through it. So this is how I go about it. I saw K earlier. He didn't do this at all, but this is how I go about it. So once it's lined up, this is the regular way. You hold the phone and you do this. This is how fast I can do it this way. This is how fast I can do it this way. Now, one technique that I've started doing, instead of holding the phone like this, I turn my phone to the side, because when I turn my phone to the side, hold on, let me fix the location. All right, when I turn my phone to the side and press like this, it's way faster. You can see the speed difference. See, I accidentally pressed something else. But if you see that speed difference, it's a lot of speed difference between the first way I was doing it and the second. So just simply turning my phone to the side, it speeds up how quickly. I don't know what it is about holding the phone this way. Well, actually it does. I can use this hand as a support to kind of push the phone back into my finger, and it's like a motion. I'm pushing my finger into the phone, and I'm pushing the finger into my phone and pushing the phone with my finger. So it's like a back and forth motion where it's like you know, like just back and forth spamming. So that's the first thing that I do. And you can't really do that like this. The phone, with the phone just in the palm of your hands, you can't really do it at that speed. You just have to have a quick thumb. And listen, those of you who got girlfriends, all right, let me stop. I mean, some of y'all finger game might be strong, but, but listen, I gotta turn the phone to the side. I'm not, somebody gotta teach me. I need some lessons or something. Nah, let me stop, I'm toxic. But yeah, so that being said, that's the way I go about that. As far as actually doing the drop, that's it. It drops. Also, one thing that you can do is if this page does not, excuse me, if this page does not reload, then after you buy one and you secure one, you can wait again for, like, just keep spamming. Even if you get one or you don't get one, if you still see that buy button, keep spamming through the button, because what happens is if people don't get it, like let's say someone gets it, but then they don't have the gems to pay for it, and then it goes back. Or someone gets it and they get an error and they can't press the buy button. I got the error the other day. So then you get a rebound. You get a second chance shot at getting it. It's a second chance shot at securing it. So don't leave the buy screen if you still have that buy button. Just keep spamming, even if it says, even if you see it sold out, even if you keep getting that error, just keep going for the next 2 to 5 minutes. I'll be going 5 minutes. I think it comes around the 2-minute mark, but I just keep pressing that button for 5 minutes. Sometimes you get rebounds. So get the rebounds, and that's how people end up getting 2. That being said, one thing that I do have an iPhone 11. I got an iPhone 11 Pro. iPhone 11 Pro. It's not the newest iPhone. So I don't have the mega extreme advantage that a lot of people have who has more expensive phones and stuff like that. So obviously I had to even the playing field. So this is how I went about that. So as you can see here, internet speed test. This is speedtest.net. When it comes down to doing the speed test, you're going to test your phone speed using Wi-Fi. Test your phone speed using your cell phone provider. And then you're going to get you one of these. What this does is this converts your Ethernet cable. This converts your Ethernet to your phone. So this is the one for my iPhone. So you do Ethernet to your phone, and that will hardwire you in directly to your router, which is supposed to give you the best connection. So honestly, sometimes so this is my Ethernet right now. This is my computer's running on Ethernet. This is my Ethernet right now. I got an 8 ping, 129 download. So this is basically my numbers right now. You want to see which of your numbers is the best. Sometimes my Wi-Fi numbers show up stronger than these numbers. I don't know I'm not like super tech savvy like that, so I don't know which is like why it comes up like that, but I don't trust that Wi-Fi, something just flying around the air, is better than being hardwired in. So that being said, even if my ping and stuff is higher or looks better with Wi-Fi, I still just go this route. As of lately, I've been just using this and securing every single drop. So well most of them. Like I still don't feel like, I feel like one thing that I've noticed is when you press the buy button, it's even less about how quickly you press the buy button, but when you press that button, how long it takes the server to respond. Like how long it takes the server to register that you press that button and spit you back out a response. Because I'll press a button and I'll just be sitting there waiting for like 10, 15 seconds. At that point, you know you didn't get it, because it's taken that long just to communicate to the server. So I do think that if a bunch of people press the button before you or something, or depending on who, like which region, which part of the region they prioritize first, like I don't know what it's dependent on, but you can press the button super fast, but it still like may send a response super slow. It may not register that you press the button. Even though if you spam the button, it may not have registered that you pressed the button for a while. And I think that has everything to do with your ping and stuff. So that being said, one of these increases your chances. it got to the point where I could not use Wi-Fi. Before, I didn't use this. I was using Wi-Fi all the time. I used Wi-Fi for every single drop. But then it got to a point where I was using Wi-Fi and I could never secure drops. So I think I invested in this. This was only like 20 bucks. And it's been game changing. This was a great investment because obviously I've made more than 20 bucks after buying this. So, I mean, and that's pretty much it. That's the strategy. I turn my phone to the side and I use this. Like that's really the big secret. The big secret, I don't get closer. Well, actually I have a 100-foot cable. I have a 100-foot cable for my router. So, I mean, it's right close to me anyway. So, and honestly, I feel like it takes some time to go 100 feet throughout the house just to get to me. So honestly, if I probably unplugged my Ethernet cable, got a very small one, so that the time to travel between Ethernet cables, those milliseconds, whatever it is, get a super small Ethernet cable, plugged it in and go stand right by the router, it probably would be way quicker. Like that's just me assuming. So, and that's the type of stuff, like if this actually works, if people start to do this and then it makes the drops super hard because people now know to buy one of these and do it this way, if it makes the drop harder, that's the type of stuff that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna go and get a smaller cable where it does not take 100 feet to get from one end to the other. And then I'm gonna try that, see if that speeds it up. If that doesn't work, I'm going directly to the internet company. I'm going near the biggest building with the strongest towers or whatever, and I'm gonna try to plug into them somewhere. Like I'm gonna pretend like I'm buying some shit, and I'm gonna try to plug it. Like, listen, I'm going to do what it takes to win. I'm gonna solve problems and look for solutions, man. So this is how I go about my drops. Sometimes putting your phone in airplane mode and stuff like that works, but honestly, I suspect that once I get an even better phone, I do. Full disclosure, I have ordered the iPhone 13. I've ordered the iPhone 13. So with a combination of these tricks, I'm going to do this test again. I'm going to be running the speed test and seeing which one of my which one of my internet sources is faster. Once I have 5G may be way faster than using this. So I'm gonna try 5G for a while. If that's not working, then I may still use this with the iPhone. So it's just a matter of trying different things and seeing what is the best settings and setup for you. And then yes, just doing different things. Like if you got to position differently in your house, if the signal's stronger, if you got to invest in a signal booster, if you want to boost your signal, and maybe try it that way. Because I don't know, I know that they have signal enhancers for Wi-Fi and things like that. You can enhance your signal. I don't know if maybe that would be faster. Like get a signal enhancer and then sit right by it. This is the type of stuff that I think to try, and the stuff that I tried to do to see what best optimizes it for me. So this is how I go about it. Listen, I'm not saying this is gonna 100% work for everybody. It may not work for everybody, but it heightens your chances. If it's not gonna work, at the point where you have tried everything and it's still not working, then hey, maybe there is server advantages. But the fact of the matter is, when they do these giveaways or when they start selling comic books and do drops at Comic-Con and stuff like that, and it's in America and you live in another country, you would still have to get up, fly from out of your country and go to Comic-Con to obtain something. So if the place to be to get these comics and collectibles is the United States, I don't see why everyone is so entitled and feel like, oh, just because this is online no more, we shouldn't have to put in any effort anymore. This is a whole ass asset. The asset is that important to you, you're gonna go and get it. Like the fact of the matter is, if America didn't have the advantage, I would go to where it's at. I would go there if it was that important to me. So that's just my thoughts, my mindset. But hey, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Let me know some of y'all tricks if y'all willing to share them. If you know some stuff that I don't know and you're not willing to share your tricks, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly understandable. A lot of the community don't deserve tricks and secrets and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just me. That's how I am. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. As always, be sure to drop that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn notifications so you stay updated. Yeah, catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.